Hello, friends. It's Melody Self, and I am here today with a thought I wanted to share with you all. And I entitled it, Whatever. Have any of you ever said that? Whatever. Sometimes I might, so I'm the mom of seven. In case you don't know me, I have five sons, and my two daughters are the oldest and youngest. They're, they're 14 years between all seven of those children. And I might tell them to do something, and then they might say, whatever, right? So, whatever is a way of expressing yourself in one word that says you don't care what that person is saying. And what I had been finding, I kept saying it to myself over and over and over because I had all these thoughts going on up here and I just wanted them to stop. So when they're going, I go, whatever. And I just hear them going again, whatever. And I was really in a thought process that was very loud in my head this week. And one of my sons was with me and I kept saying, whatever. And he was like, Mom. And after a bit, he's like, Mom, I am really getting irritated with you. And I was like, well, I just got a lot going on in my head. And I talked to a coach, my coach. We all need someone trusted that we can speak to speak into our lives. And she basically said I was kept in this cycle and I need to get out of it. Well, no, she didn't say I needed to get out of it. She's like, it's my choice to get out of it if I don't want to keep staying in the cycle. Well, I don't want to be like the children. I thought this was connected. Oh my goodness. I thought this was connected. And I'm over here talking into the mic and it's not even connected. Well, I hope the sound is okay. I'm plugging it in now. It's
Oh, I said, anyway, we all need a trusted coach that can speak into our lives so that we're not over here spiraling in our emotions and in our thoughts and in our own way. And I did a lot of self reflection and I journaled a long time. And in fact, I just would bring in my little journal wherever I was going and I would go and move and then I'd write some more and then something else would come up and I'd write some more and I just let myself keep it going and keep it going. And what I realized is that I wasn't caring for myself and I wasn't caring to listen to what I was saying because I was feeling even my throat, shutting up, which is me not letting my voice be heard. I wasn't listening to my own voice. I was telling it whatever. I was not caring for myself. So I slipped up and I said, whatever. And I immediately go, oh, and I said, I hear you. My golly, when I said I hear you to those thoughts and feelings that were coming up, I just had a flood of emotions and I just burst into tears. My sweet youngest daughter, she's like, Mommy, are you okay? Mommy, are you okay? And she came over and she just hugged me. I do it again later, say whatever to myself again. I again said, I hear you. I didn't have quite the flood of emotions that time. But that time, or a couple of times later, I'm not sure when, to be honest, my youngest son comes over. Mom, hugs me, gives me a good hug, and just pats me on the back. And that's how the day went. I would slip up and say whatever, and then I would say, no, no, I hear you. So I am learning to give me a new phrase when my emotions are going, I hear you. I hear you. And you know what it enabled me to do was I felt my spirit just soften. I felt myself just lose that tension. And I became a lot more settled. and a lot more peaceful in my being. And I realized that that's always who I've always felt comfortable being, is being peaceful and more quieter and not a real big yeller. But I had kind of turned myself into a yeller and even yelling at my own self. And it was because of my environment that I had been in before, because of the people that had expected me to act that way, when that's really not my true way, isn't to be that way. And so I'm learning to be more gentler and softer, starting first with myself, because this girl needs it. I don't need to be so critical and so hateful and the mean girl to myself. And so that is my new way of being, is to listen with attentiveness and with care and with love and compassion to my own self first. So when I'm doing that, that's going to help me to be able to be that way with my kids and to be more loving and attentive and thoughtful and not saying to them too, whatever. Because if I'm saying it to me, there is a ripple effect. The ripple effect. It goes out just like the rock hits the water and there's a ripple effect and it can't stop. When I'm giving myself and like basically throwing rocks at myself, there's a ripple effect that's happening and it goes out to everyone around me. And if my kids are the ones around me, then that's who's going to get it too. So whenever I'm being kinder to me, it's going to be the ripple effect and be kinder to everyone else. And so today, I encourage you to be kind in the way that you treat yourself and in the thoughts that you have towards yourself, and the ways that you speak to yourself, because yourself is listening. Yes, it is. And so are the other ears of the people around you. And if you have young ears, whether they're your kids or your grandkids or you're teaching a classroom somewhere, be kind, because most of all, you're listening. You're listening. And next of all, there's other people around that are listening, and there is a ripple effect, and you can't talk to yourself that way and think it doesn't affect anyone. That is a lie. It is not true. So that is my encouragement to you today. Replace it. If you're saying something, replace the words like I did today with "I hear you." And if you need to be heard and you need a coach and you need a mentor to speak into your life and you want some accountability to help you get to where you want to go, I am here for you. DM me and get in my messages. I love helping people get their vision on, get it clear, and take concise action steps to carry out the mission that you were created and destined here on earth for, so that you live your life full of meaning and purpose and not mistreating yourself along the way. I love y'all guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.